It is finally our time. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to go into Aspen Dungeon to see exactly how far we can make it. Now, our main carry is still going to be our Doom Terminator Vulcan for something like this, and we're going to be equipping him with the Cloak of Soaring Phoenix, giving him a very impressive dodge rate. Building him very typical to the way his style is does seem like the play here. Now, beyond that, we're going to use a couple other heroes too, and we do need to change some of their artifacts because, well, they're just not the ones we absolutely need. There are some things like Dragon Rui that might be, I actually don't know, and this could be a good test to see if Dragon Rui, the 50% chance to get 100 energy, works on someone like Great Sage Sun Wukong, because that could be some really good damage reduction there. Beyond that, using like our Yorm Tum maybe with some really good damage could be solid as well. We got our Vulcan. I don't know who else we're going to use. We have to stay to our light army, right? We can't use somebody outside of it, so it's up to these 6 right here. I think maybe using something like a Melodic Strings, or honestly just a default. Yeah, maybe just the default Splendid Crown is probably the way to go on just the rest of these heroes here. So we'll just throw another one on you, and then maybe for Eos, we'll go something like a Melodic Strings. Let's just see how this works out. I don't know how difficult this is going to be. Again, we are currently on level 400 here, and it now goes up to 600. Now, we did get a lot of these potions, and you have to remind yourself that you're finally going to be maxing these all out. And the quality of your hero matters for the percentage. We got 9. We got what? 9, 8, 10. Oh, wait. 9, 8, 10, 10, 9, 6. So we got the least amount of control immunity, but you can see our potions are not a ton here. That really, really is not. And we're going up to 401. I wonder if anybody's already pushed. 465 does seem pretty possible, it seems like, and I'm hoping our hero's just super powerful. This might be where an upgraded Augustus Magic Ball might be very, very strong. And I'm wondering if what we should do is throw in one of our lower heroes and try the auto clear feature to see how far our Asmodel can actually make it, and that is not very far. So just for a reference here, this is an Asmodel with 213 million attack and 35 billion HP. That's pretty dang good and probably stronger than a lot of people's accounts. Granted, it could have just been an unfair matchup here. You can see removing all defenses seems to be the speciality. I almost kind of want to use Sun Wukong in fights like this to see how this Dragon Rui works, because Sun Wukong might be absolutely busted in this game mode with his crowd control, especially against these quad waves. Granted, we'll have to see. This is actually part of the test too. We need to see if Dragon Rui ever works at the beginning of these battles. Will it have that chance to still give him 100 energy? And we can keep track of that here on the menu. So we just emptied all of our energy on that one. I think we were bugged before, so let's just see how this goes. We're going to keep track of this and see how far he can take it. I feel like Sun Wukong could be one of the best here because of that immediate CC, kind of like Therapist Blood Betty. But Sun Wukong feels very strong in this already, like just absolutely decimating opponents, especially when we have energy. So what we should probably do is save him for waves that we need that immediate stun on the enemy team and kind of hope for the best here. So farming energy on him is actually going to be something super, super easy. I wonder how our Yorm Tum does against these smaller waves, because he should have really deadly single target hits. Oh yeah, I forgot we now have even more Mysterious Merchant levels as well. Oh god, it's Augustin. Vulcan, please. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, we took him out. Gustin, just like in Void Campaign, is probably going to be one of the most dangerous enemies to come up against. So maybe what we should do is try to farm energy on our Vulcan, and then we can use like a couple of our other heroes for some of these waves and try to save him for later on. So like it might be worthwhile to see if we can farm up some energy, and we're going to come across new Transcendence heroes and stuff that we may not have experienced even in the Void campaign yet, which is really, really interesting here. I would love to farm up some energy on him and just park him on the bench and let some of our other heroes go. But that kind of means we need an active skill that does not immediately one-shot the entire enemy team. And actually, some of these deals are getting like really good. Where was that? Was that a medium? I guess they're not in order, are they? 105 shards. I mean, 3,000 gems. Definitely not something we want to do, and it really just comes down to if we come across certain waves that are really dangerous. I really have no clue how we're going to farm energy on this Vulcan. It's going to have to be something on the enemy team that just like completely does not die to one active skill from our superpowered Vulcan. So I have no clue. I think what we should probably do is let this smash out on some of our lower power heroes just so that we can serve these heroes just in case something crazy comes up. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do auto clear and skip on Natalia. I'm going to let this run and we're going to see how far it actually makes us. Hopefully it's better than just one fight like our Aspen did, and we'll come back. So unsurprisingly enough, we got to 435. We lost a couple heroes, but it gave us time to kind of inspect and see what the dangerous waves are. Obviously, Penny waves are still some of the most difficult because of her reflect armor. Other waves that are very difficult, Gustin waves and Amun-Ra waves with that healing curse. So you really need heroes that are going to immediately get some big damage in, like Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong's a weird one too, because while he can be good, the fact that he loses HP at the beginning is a little sketchy. Ooh, stellar shards. And might require you to use a lot of healing on him as well, but I think overall we should be solid because he does get a nice big heal from those hits. So I think overall we should be in a good spot here to clear most of these waves out. Hey, wait, does he have an active skill? He does. I think I want to just go through with our Sun Wukong. Now if we do auto clear and we don't do skip the battle, okay, so it does do that. Never mind. I don't want it to do that. I wanted to see the battles. Alakita wave. Oh no, I did auto clear still. That's not what I want. So many buttons nowadays. I'm getting confused. Yeah, I mean, it is intriguing to see if this artifact does work. So I think what we'll probably do. Oh no, it's frozen. Ah, hold on. I fixed it. For some reason, our app went full screen, and you do not want full screen for this. So yeah, it does actually look like Dragon Rui can be insanely good in this, because if you're getting full, or you have that chance to get 100 energy, that does mean you have a chance to CC the enemy every wave, even without the demon potions, which is really good. Granted, I mean, like, his overall damage outside of his active skill is really nothing impressive. His damage overall doesn't really feel like he's one-shotting anything, and like I saw, we got people in the higher brackets here. I feel like we shouldn't have a difficulty unless we come across like a really difficult wave, but right there, if we get an active skill, it's so dang powerful, man. Like, the active skill at the beginning of the round is so good. And right there, you can see the Dragon Rui does proc. So this might be one of the best combos, either Sun Wukong or Therapist of Blood Betty. Granted, I kind of like the Sun Wukong mainly because of the shielding he generates for himself, which is really big. He's got shielding, he's got healing, he has CC, and he has very big bursts. You can see how powerful that combination is. And with the Dragon Rui, you're in a kind of good spot. Now, CC wave could be interesting. Man, it feels like everybody's health pool is so much more volatile up in these higher levels, like an insanely higher volatility. That's just nuts. But I think a lot of these should not be an issue here, especially when we have energy. And when we don't have energy, again, some of these waves don't seem to be that big of an issue anyway, and you can just play the normal game. We did get past 450, which is cool. Sun Wukong's health is always going to be, I think, just above 50% when he's fighting these, because, of course, he's rarely ever going to be full. A carry is interesting here, because a carry is going to prevent that active, and it might be one of the weaknesses of him. But he just annihilated them. Holy cow. All right, Natalia. Yeah, that's fine. I think a lot of these waves are going to be no problem. Sure. Ooh, this is one that's always a little sketchy. Sherlock plus a carry. If you can keep them locked down, it can be very dangerous. But yeah, I think overall, our main two powered damage dealers should not have many issues here. Again, Dragon Rui is just that RNG of you don't know if it's going to work, but if it works, it's like a guaranteed win, which is really nice to see. And if you just already have energy and you're farming into it, it's really hard for this Sun Wukong to not actually win. Like, he is just tearing this up, just solo. And we are not even using our Doom Turner Vulcan yet. To be honest, I feel like our Sun Wukong is probably a stronger hero in Aspen Dungeon than our... Ooh, that's an interesting wave. Then our Doom Turner Vulcan, just because of the way the Vulcan works. He's not great with round 1 actives. He's more of a round 2 hero. And if there's enemies that can kind of lock us down, that's when we're going to run into issues. So if we come across another double penny wave, I want to throw him in and see how he performs, especially as we get to these higher levels, because as we go higher and higher, the enemies get stronger and stronger. I honestly hope we cannot push to level 600 immediately. Granted, there's probably people on Discord last night showing that they've already cleared it, especially the big Megalodons. Nope. Mirax is another one of those issues, it seems like. So Mirax's active is insanely powerful because of the number of times it hits. That can be one of the most dangerous things. So from here on out, we're going to watch these battles. We're up to 470, and it's really going to come down to the combinations of enemies. The fact that these are still offset back here, they're in the 3 and 4 spots instead of the 4 and 5. Honestly, kind of triggering after all this time. Now, this is one of those waves that I said might be questionable, and we're not going to use many demon potions here unless we have to. The fact that Carrie and Sherlock are on this wave means that you can get completely locked down. The real dangerous one is anytime we have Carrie and Olivia, because that means we're just never going to get a damaging attack off. Usually that comes with a Sherlock as well, which is a very dangerous hero. So yeah, Vulcan's basic, not doing much. Double CC should not be a problem here, I don't think. We have tons of control immunity nowadays from our treasure train. I don't know if this is going to be a very big deal. And some of these we can just go ahead and skip to save some time because we just have one hero left. Oh lord, this is another one of those super dangerous ones. Not only can we not let Penny get an attack off to get her reflect armor. Oh god, we're dead. We just died. We lost. Yep, we lost. Penny is still going to be one of the most dangerous heroes, which is why I think waves like this, especially having demon bells and stuff, is going to be better with someone like a Sun Wukong, just because of the way it naturally works. Tons of 6-star puppets in here nowadays too. Light and Dark 5-star shards, which honestly I should probably pick those up for our account for awakenings. They're giving tons of the treasure train stuff if you do need it. Getting wishing coins is, of course, still a really good thing here. We don't need any Cloud Island stuff. But yeah, most of this looks pretty much the same. It looks like the gold and gem offers have not changed, really. Getting some additional stellar shards for gold is cool. And most everything else looks the same as it always has. So it doesn't look like they've done a revamp, really, to this. They've just added some additional things to the list. And of course, there's a gigantic list of things you can purchase now because of the amount of stages we have. So 475, not bad. Takes us to first place, which is nice. We'll push for more optimally set up 500 next time to see how far we can go. But I do think the MVP on our account is probably going to be Great Sage Sun Wukong, especially with that splendid Dragon Rui. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.